Hello chaps, happy Homebrew Wednesday bonus type video thingy type thing. Peace out. Right, this week's turbo cider video is basically turned into the lager reviews, isn't it? So what I thought I'd do is I'd do some reviews on my own. Now I know I've thrown up 6 videos in the last week or so on doing reviews on somebody else's cider, but I thought I'd do some on some brews I've done in recent videos. Now this one here is the Robinsons one. Remember the Robinsons video we did? That one was a mixed fruit one. This one is just a normal apple one. So we're going to do a very quick review on this one. I've actually had some of this, and remember all we did was, oh, nice fizz on that chaps. All we did was we boiled the juice. We made a starter yeast with super wine yeast compound. We chucked that in to the demijohn with the Robinson's juice that was been boiled for heated for about 15 minutes or so. Chucked in a demijohn with a load of water, threw the yeast in and let it rip, and it worked. And it's worked every time since I've done it. I've done 3 now. I've got a strawberry and kiwi one on the go at the moment, and that seems to be going fine as well. So cheers guys. Very slight fizz. It's alright, it's nice. Very sweet, it's kept the sweetness. It's basically, it's like fizzy Robinsons. So if you like Robinsons, it's 4%, it's not a massive amount of alcohol in there, but it's very refreshing, and it will probably be quite nice in the summertime. So it's a good idea to do it in the summertime, because the good thing with those is that they don't need aging, they're ready straight away. You can drink them as soon as possible, because they've already got all of the fake sweeteners and stuff in there, so you don't need to back sweeten or do anything clever with it. You just chuck yeast at it, and they're great. So there you go chaps. That's not a bad colour actually. I mean, if all turbo ciders turned out like that, that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? However, that's for another day. No, it's not. It's for today. Hey! Because look what I got here. I've got a glass. In fact, I've got 2 glasses. This is my VitaFit drink. My friend Gary has yet to do his review on his bottle of VitaFit, so I thought I'd do one and get one in there before him. And this one, the good thing about this other one I've got next to me is I've got no recipe for it. But I've got a rough idea what I did for it. I think it's just a normal bog standard turbo cider, that one. It's got, what's it got in it, that one? It's got 19 to 20 litres of Tesco value apple juice and some yeast. And the normal stuff I tend to chuck in, folks, like pectolase and all the, citric acid and tannin and all the other crap that I usually throw in. I wanted to do a big batch that was just a normal bog standard cider, because I ain't done one for a while that I've not tweaked in some way. So we'll get onto that one in a minute. However, VitaFit. Okay, not too bad. Let's pour it. Now, the VitaFit range you can get from Lidl's and Aldi's, I believe. And I think I've said in a previous Homebrew Wednesday video that these ones I've really enjoyed drinking, and somehow the flavour of the juice had not been impaired by the yeast. In some instances, always leave a little bit at the bottom, folks. Some instances, when you do yourself a turbo cider, you can lose the flavour of the juice, can't you? And you can just smell yeast when you smell it, and when you drink it, you can taste the alcohol. And it's not always nice that you'll put up with it and you'll drink it just because you fancy a beer and you want to get a bit pissed and it's cheap and you've got them lying around. So, what do we think of this one? Smell the yeast a tiny bit, but mostly it's alcohol with some very crisp apples. The crispness that you get when you bite into, say, like a Granny Smith's or something. You get that crispness. So let's give it a taste. Oh yeah, man. Gary, you got to try this VitaFit, mate. It might be too sweet for you actually. And the strange thing with the VitaFit is I've not back sweetened it, yet it still kept some of the sweetness in the brew. And I don't know whether that's because, you know, perhaps it's got its own, I mean, I haven't got a carton lying around so I can't check. Perhaps it's got its own sweetness in. Don't know, but it's bloody good. Oh, now you see this. Go back to what I said. All the ciders I've done, this is my favourite. I'll stick to that. So try it, guys. Get yourself some VitaFit juice. Give it a go. Is it VitaFit or Sulfita? It's got VFit on the top, so it must be VFit. Try it. That's that one done. I'll go back to that though, because right, now this one, as I was saying just a few minutes ago, folks, I'll try and keep this one as quick this week. This is just a bonus video because I fancied a beer and I thought, you know, I'll video it. This one is from my big batch of cider I've done using Tesco juice. I haven't got any information at all on this. I suspect it's only around 5%, maybe 6%. I'm not expecting miracles from it. It's probably, say, 3 months old, something like that. But I didn't keep the recipe, folks. I don't know what happened. I think it was, you know, when I was having a rough time a few months ago, I wasn't the most organised, oh, pardon me, of people. You know, I lost my job and it all went a bit tits. I wasn't really keeping on top of stuff. But, oh, blimey. Oh, but the VitaFits, yeah, good. But I will do now. In the last sort of month or so, maybe a bit more, I have definitely keep records of what I've done. You know, and even though I've swapped it around a bit and I've done a few lagers which I've really enjoyed, and I'm definitely going to do them again. I will be going back to doing turbos for chaps. Next week's video, we've got a mixed fruit turbo cider, and that's been done really with what fruits I've had lying around in the freezer, packet of mixed fruit, and some juices that I had lying around from Tasda's in the fridge. So yeah, look forward to that. But however, we're here to taste this one, so let's open this one. Now this one, I'm not expecting to be uber fizzy, and I don't think it is, because I did it all in the shed, folks. I didn't bring it in. I'm not even sure I carbonated it, guys. I must have done. There is a little bit in here. Yeah, I did. I must have carbonated it. There's a little bit of fizz in there, chaps, but there's not much in there. But I don't remember carbonating it. And I ain't got no notes, so I don't know what I've done with it. Which is going to be annoying if I really like this, isn't it? If I really like this, and, you know, I've forgotten how I did it. So, let's go with the smell. Smells like Tesco apple juice. Yeah, turbo cider kind of smell. Slight fizz, very sweet. You know what? That's not bad either, folks. I'm quite surprised by that. Look, there's the VitaFit one, and there's the Tesco cheap 65p, is it, or 69p, something like that. Apple juice. Both different colours, both equally very pleasant on the tongue. Yeah, so maybe we need to go back to just doing, you know, your normal bog standard cider, rather than tweaking them with other bits and bobs. I don't know, chaps. What do you think? When's the last time you guys had a normal bog standard turbo cider with no stuff in it? You know, no added fruits, no tweaks and nips and tucks and things. Yeah, I think the problem with just doing your normal apple juice ciders is that you run out of things to say about them, really. These two here are both completely different looking, but really sweet, that one on the tongue. I can taste artificial sweetener in that, and I don't know why. I didn't back sweeten it. I never do, unless, you know, I usually make a note if I stick some stevia in. I didn't with these VitaFits. I'm fairly sure I didn't. Now this one is probably for the more seasoned turbo cider drinker type person. It tastes, it's more rough around the edges, yeah. It's more of a proper turbo cider, whereas the other one is quite close to you know, like a supermarket cider, really. You know, not necessarily like a Strongbow or anything like that, but you know, occasionally you'll get a special cider in. Tastes a little bit like that. What one do I prefer? Let's have another little sippy poo. That one you can smell as it goes down. Obviously, you know, the flavours will go up your nose, chaps. That one you can smell something that you can't smell in this one. And yet the second one is a different. It's funny, isn't it, how you can get two ciders more or less done in exactly the same way. Okay, you know, the latter of the two I did a bulk batch of, but hey, you know, that's a successful drink. I'd give both of them equal billing, I think. Would I give them both equal billing? Maybe the VitaFit is slightly ahead because it's a little bit sweeter, and I do like some sweetness in my cider. You know, not too much. I don't want a sweet cider. I'm happy with a medium. That's a medium. This one is more of a sorry, chaps. That one's more of a medium dry. Yeah, so there's a difference between the two. But, you know, equally nice. I mean, what did I pay for the juice? 69 pence, 65 pence, 19 litres. I mean, you know, can't argue with that, really, can you? So you get what you get out of a 5-gallon batch. You get, what, 40 pints? Can't go wrong, can you? Maybe they both need a little bit more aging. This VitaFit one was slightly newer. Sorry, slightly older than the batch Tesco's value one, which might explain, you know, why that one's slightly better. I doubt it. I just think it's, you know, there's a different profile to the juice in the VitaFit than there is on the Tesco's value one, and you know, they're both equally nice. So I know it's a bit boring, chaps, but these two, ta-da, my favourites, yeah, at the moment. And I've got a couple of other bottles that I've opened, and I am doing the cider kit drop and swap with Gary, as you know, as you've seen in previous reviews, and I'm drinking along with him. And so far, you know, I can't find fault with any of his reviews. He's been spot on. I mean, obviously his views and opinions are his own. You know, he's not going to lie to me. He's not making it up. And you know, I value my friend's opinion on my drinks. Yeah, I do. So there. Would I do these two again? Absolutely. Now, the Robinsons, just go back to this one briefly. That is punch, chaps. It's a very, 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 very sweet, fruity punch, but insanely apply, as you would expect. The artificial sweeteners are in there. Gary probably wouldn't like it because he gets headaches on artificial sweeteners and things. He's got a bottle of this to try, and there's a bottle of mixed fruit which I gave him as well. He might not try them because there are artificial sweeteners in there, and that's fine, but we'll see. But with the Robinsons ones, give them a go, guys. Yeah, you've got nothing to lose from giving them a go. I mean, you know, summertime. I'd leave it, you know, nearer summertime before you give it a go, because as I say, those ones are. This one here is ready to drink straight away, more or less. Takes, you know, a couple of weeks to get the fizz in there, but once it's been carbonated, drink away, my friends, drink away. You don't need to age it. You ain't going to get anything out of. You're going to get no benefit out of aging that at all, because of the artificial sweeteners that are in there, and you know, all of the crap that's in there. But nice little drinky poos, yeah. I would drink that. I wouldn't have too many of them. If we're having a summer barbecue, I'd chuck it in a bowl probably and let people help themselves and watch them as they all fall over. As I didn't mention the fact that it's got alcohol in it. I'm evil, aren't I? I'm evil. Yeah, so thanks for listening to my ramblings again, guys. This wasn't a planned video, as you probably noticed. I was just having a beer. Sorry, I keep saying beer as a general term for alcohol. I was having a drink, and I thought I'd record it for you, just so you can get an idea of some of the stuff I do. Not always mad, you know. I don't always go mental and mix and match and all that kind of stuff and put different types of juices in, different types of yeast. These two ciders are bog standard drinks. Just basically got apple juice in and nothing else apart from sugar and yeast. And that's all I've thrown into these two, and they're absolutely fine for turbo ciders. And you've got to remember, turbo ciders, you're never going to be able to replicate what you can get in a Strongbow or Simon's, that's the brand, isn't it? Simon's, or any other Strongbow type / Bulmers, Magners, you know, any of those things. Other brands are available, folks. You know how I feel on these things. I am not promoting one over the other, because otherwise, why would I be doing my own brews? I used to drink a shed load of the supermarket stuff, but I don't now. I've got some in the conservatory, which is just over there, folks, that you've been in. That's been there since June time. Probably past its date now. I'm never going to drink it because I've got a shed full of this to get through. So I'm going to go and get on with that. I'm going to drink these. Might not drink that because that's a bit too sweet to go with the stronger ciders, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that to one side and have that at some point in the week on its own. That'll probably be quite nice when you're eating, you know, with your tea. You can have a little glass of Robinson's fruit punch. It'd be quite nice. But with the ciders, they're ready to drink now, guys. They really are. I mean, you know, they can be aged for another 3 to 6 months probably. They'll be okay in those pet bottles out in the shed. They'll start to lose, you know, the fizz and some of the flavours, but you know, I'm never going to get through a whole shed full of cider in you know, the short amount of time that I need to. So some of them may go flat and some of the flavours might dissipate, but yeah, hey ho, you can't do everything, can you? Get some mates round at some point. I'll do another few barbecues maybe during the summer next year, and we'll see what we can knock back. So thanks for listening to my insane and inane ramblings again, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Again, this is just a Lakeybloke bonus because I was having a beer. Oh, I nearly knocked my drink over then. Oh, I nearly knocked my drink over. Yeah, because I was having a beer. Really nice drinks, those two. Have a good week, guys. Hope you have a nice time. Whatever it is you're doing, it's a bit cold, isn't it? It's winter's come now in the UK, and I mean the sun's out, but oh my God, is it chilly around the old Pen 15 or what? It's chilly. So God bless you, governors, and I'll see you next week. Cheerio.